There are a lot of different options for Whiteboard, but I'm going to show you one of my favorites that I've found most effective engaging the teachers on my team. The one I'm going to use is called InVisionApp, and you can access it by going to InVisionApp.com. This app is free for everybody. Anyone can sign up for an account, and it's also linked with your Microsoft Teams. I put a link in the resource document for you to access how to download this onto your Teams page and use it. For my general page, I have all of my projects. For you guys, I'm going to create a new one by hitting the plus button. I use Freehand to get a general whiteboard. I'm going to click Create New Freehand, and I'm going to put Practice right here. I create it. Once I open up this Freehand, you're going to see there's an option for a lot of different templates. Freehand's pretty cool because I keep on updating with new things, and these templates actually have only been recently added in the last couple of weeks. Let's click on Icebreaker to see what it is. If I clicked on Icebreaker, you see this is already preloaded with a template to play a couple of games. The template is here. There are clear places where you can edit it. Team 1, Team 2, oh no, let's get rid of that, and places for people to edit and work on in these boxes. However, if you're creating this for your team and you want your own space, you can move on over and have your own space. Let's talk through a few of the reasons why I find this whiteboard so effective. Firstly, you can type on it. I can type on this whiteboard by clicking this T button. I can type. This helps for anybody who might not have a stylus at home. If you do have a stylus and you'd like to write, you can also write as well. I'm going to create a little squiggle because I don't have a stylus with me right now. The second thing I can do is you can create boxes. By creating a box, you create a personalized workspace. I can take this workspace and I can type my name in it. This is great if you have a team. You can have each person on the team create their own boxes, or you can quickly and easily set up their own boxes by clicking, and I'm just hitting Control-V and Control-C to create new boxes, and I can line them up right here, and you can see it only takes me a couple seconds to do. Now you may think I might not have enough space in this box to show my ideas, but the nice thing about this InVision app is if you zoom on in, you actually have an infinite amount of space. I zoomed on in, and now I have more space. It keeps working. You can zoom on in even more. I have even more space now. In this way, all of your teachers can create their own space to work on something, respond to a prompt, do a problem, write down some ideas, and work in the same space while each having their individualized little section for them to work on. There's a couple of other cool features that I'm going to go over quickly. Firstly, if you want an image, you can upload any image from your computer. You can also copy and paste basically anything and it will pop up very easily in the screen. You'll be able to drag to make it bigger or smaller, however you want. Also, you can put stickies. So if I have a question, I can put, I have a question. A sticky is pretty large, so I can click on it, make it smaller, and drop it over there. Now I know I have a question right here. Let's talk about a few of the screen sharing opportunities on this before I show you an example of how I use this for my team. If you click on this over here, the share, here's a link. Anybody with this link will be able to access this whiteboard, and right now, anybody will be able to edit it. On the next slide, you'll actually have your own unique link where you'll be able to go and practice and look at all of these tools. If you're giving this to teachers to use for students, it's good to note they can also switch it to Can View Only. The second thing that's important is if I click on this, it tells me who's in the document, and if I click on their name, it will drag me to what they're looking at right now. So if I want to see what Ms. Gimbel's looking at, I click on my name, and it will show me exactly what I'm looking at. Now, say every teacher has shown their ideas, and I want to bring them all back to what I'm looking at my screen, I can just click this play button. Everyone follows my view. That means anybody who has this whiteboard is dragged to see exactly what I'm seeing on this screen. Let me show you a quick example of how I actually used this in one of my own Algebra 2 classes this past fall, so you could see an example of how you might be able to use it with your team. What I like to do is I like to create a big box with a do now in the center of the box. I would create a bunch of little ones around it for students to use. Each student would be able to write their name and fill out the work on their own. This way they'd be able to work independently. I could go around and as students were working, I'd be able to check their work. When I was ready to get back together, I could go onto the middle, drag everybody to my view, and we could go over the main thing. All right,